turned around and there you were. My eyes were tracing their record. I dug the way that your hips sway.
It was really anticlimactic when I got off the show. Some of the highs were Usher's manager wanted my information, wanted my new songs, wanted to hear it. Pharrell's manager wanted to hear some of my stuff. I had a contact who knew Katy Perry's manager who asked for my information. All of this stuff was like happening and like stirring, and I felt like it's happening, it's happening, it's happening. Nothing happens. And so I was left at the end just feeling like, huh, okay. So no one's gonna do it for me. And I realized that this is gonna require even more persistence than I thought, because it wasn't gonna be the way I imagined it would be. I thought it would be a lot bigger. Did I ever want to quit? I got to a point probably 3 years ago where I actually was questioning whether this was the right path. That was one of the hardest questions I'd ever asked myself, because this is something I've been working towards, and I've wanted since I was 6 years old. And so to want something since you're 6 and to start working towards it, like at 12, started playing guitar, and to be working and then be in bands and then go to school for this and then be on TV and then do all of these things, and then to have none of it pan out and work, it just, yeah, it really left me in a place of wondering, is this the right path? I had this moment when I was kind of all broken down, and I was really just like out loud just saying, it was almost like confession, like I will quit if this is not the right thing for me, but like I need to know. And it was this moment of like, I need to know. And the crazy thing is, in my spirit, I knew. It's like I felt it so strongly. Music. I heard it. It's like came to my mind, like music. And I just knew in that moment, like, no, I'm not stopping. No, it's the opposite. Actually, this is a turning point. I'm going to pursue it like I've never pursued it before. I actually just finished this song 3 months ago. I started writing Gonna Let You Go with a friend of mine, Casey. We wrote it in LA. So I was basically able to call in neighbors and call friends and say, hey, look, would you be willing to do this? Big crew, like 12, I think, total. If I only straight up hired straight studio musicians, I wouldn't have been able to afford it. I think there's a hard balance when you're asking your friends who are professionals, who are amazing, to be a part of a project that you're doing, especially when you're asking them to do it for not a lot of money. I've had my friends literally tell me, don't even pay me, like, because it's not about the money. I want to be a part of projects that matter, part of projects that mean something. So I'm with you, whatever you want to do. And that's what I want. Like, I want a team of people who have that kind of heart, who really want to live and really want to do something meaningful.
What would you and your mom do after a concert like this if you just snuck away and hung out with family?
You know, if I was hanging out with my family, honestly, we'd probably go back to the house. We'd take it easy. We'd sit on the porch, have a smoke, have a drink, and just take it easy, man. Probably make some breakfast. After a show, I want breakfast. I want bacon. I want eggs. That's probably what we would do. Hash browns, maybe. Post The Voice, all the exposure, all the publicity. Who am I as an artist now, and what does that mean? It's been a process. It's like one of those things. I entered The Voice and I was like, this is who I am as an artist. And then I left The Voice being like, nah, that's not me. You know, that's actually not the artist that I want to be. There's so much more that I want to do, and I feel like I need to dig deeper and dive so much harder into the sound that I want. Is LA ready for the sound? That's a really good question. I think so. I mean, I think this whole sound is like, it's old and it's new, you know? So I think people will hear it, and some things will be like, oh my gosh, it's reminiscent. I really like how that sounds, but it's like, they'll realize that it's different. Like, this is still poppy, it's still catchy, I can still sing it, so it's very singable, but it's fresh.
Got put on hold for a while, and that was a really tough thing, because I have this project that I love, this project I believe in, and it's not going to see the light of day, at least at that time. And so it was really humbling and really tough. I felt supported when I was in America, in LA. I felt like things were going, but it wasn't enough. And so I've learned that if things aren't working, sometimes you need a new approach. Sometimes you need new thinking. It's all about being renewed in your mind. And so I realized, okay, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna pursue this, and it's going to be new. I don't want it to be the same as every other person before me. No. New, fresh, exciting. I'm going to the world. I'm not waiting anymore, I'm going to the world. So I moved to Tokyo to do it. I didn't realize how difficult it would be to be in a country and not speak the language. Even finding music venues was kind of hard, because you just don't know. And everything's written in another language, and so, which of course makes sense. It sounds obvious, but it becomes more of a challenge than you realize when you're actually on the ground and you're actually like living here. I chased the guy down in the subway one time because I saw that he had a bass on his back. So I chased him down and I tried to speak to him with the little Japanese I knew, and he was really nice, but we couldn't quite understand each other, and he didn't know what I want. I probably scared him a little bit. I want to perform in many countries. So regardless where I live, for me, that's not as important. Clearly, this isn't fitting in with the rest of the country, but I actually love that. I think it's fun, because I think every single person is created very uniquely and very specifically. How you look is not an accident, like it was on purpose. My height, and I was born in America, like all of that was on purpose. My parents are who they are on purpose, that's just what it is. And so all I can do is use what I'm made with and step into it. And so here I am living in a country I don't belong, and it's okay, because I love it. And I love the challenge, and I love the adventure of doing something new in a new land. Stuff is actually like, I've never seen it like that. The difficult part is you have this thing, this thought of, I want to release it with a label. You know, I want to release it with this amazing record label, and I want to see it do all these amazing things, because, you know, you have this thought of like, if you sign with the record label, everything's going to be great. I don't have this record label that I can trust, that I can lean on, and that actually is looking out for my best interest. I learned that the hard way. Now I'm realizing, no, I need to just start with one person who knows me and who believes in me. And then we'll move to 2 people who know me, who believe in me. And it's just gonna grow that way. And so I've got a couple people who know me and who believe in me. And so here I am. And I could not be more thankful and ready. When you've been planning and working and hoping for something for so long, sometimes it's just easy to get frustrated and it's easy to get down because it's like, it's been such a long time. However, you have to stay encouraged. You have to know that if you know this is what you're doing, you don't treat it as a job, because it's not a job. This isn't like a means to get by. It's purpose. For me, it's not my only purpose. My only purpose isn't just being an artist, but being an artist allows me to express a message. It allows me to connect people. It allows me to unify people. I want to be known for the stories that I tell. I want to be known for the lyrics that I write. I want to be known for the band that I have behind me, just for having this amazing team. Like I want to be known for the work that I do and for the things that I say. And also I want to be known for my life and how people can see my life outside of performing and see where I spend my time. Like there's so many facets that I want to be, that I just want to be known.